Yeah. Definitely time for some mental help. Isn't that right? All right. All right, everybody all right? All right, we here. Well, the economist Yahuwah. Isn't that right? Spared our Kai lives to be here. And one more again. Time to get it right. They can cut that down just a T-notch it did not. Putting just too much of the outing. So don't get nobody sick. A lot of these folks, they've been on the sick and shut-in list a long time. They're trying to stay out the sick and shut-in list. Y'all all right? All right, two to be alive. And all right, didn't have to do it, but done it again. And here we be. Isn't that right? So what we got going on new? Any plans on our breakaway, separation? What's the plan? Get saved, get the money, get gone. Don't forget, we got to smoke hemp. And all right, we'll smoke hemp on the plane. So we'll own it. Isn't that right? So you got to worry about no, we'll own the plane. We don't want to smoke crack. Isn't that right? And smoke hemp. Isn't that right? So we can relax ourselves. Isn't that right? We'll strap Ryder down to the seat. He started floating. Isn't that right? So some of these people, you too, Princess, have strapped some of y'all down. How many of y'all have never flown before? That mean y'all ain't never flown before? Oh, yeah? Yeah, let me put y'all up there so y'all can get over that one. Y'all, we're going to catch a flight one way or another when Yahuwah come back in. But I'd like to try to get one in just before he comes. Here's going to be the best flight. There ain't going to be nothing but first class. And there ain't going to be no last class. Ain't going to be nothing but first class. Everybody he taking first class. Ain't that right? We'll be caught up to meet him in there. You ain't got to worry about no crash landing. You ain't got to worry about going to the moon. None of this other fools they got floating around Jupiter. All these lies, these folks keep telling all these different galaxies. How you know how many galaxies? How you come up with this stuff? How you count galaxies? You know what I'm saying? Like they count counties and cities. That's made up by man. Now I'll say he got galaxies and all this stuff. I don't buy none of this stuff. How many miles each one of them? I don't pay no attention to no foolishness like that. These folks still had the people thinking the Milky Way was made out of caramel. I don't know these folks, they make up stuff and they going and we just buy into it, whether it's language or ideas or whatever it is he got, we just buy into it. We don't question that. We don't examine that. We don't ever really think for ourselves to realize how real is it. That's just what he told us. That's the society we run into. These people don't care nothing about it. Look at them. You got what in Washington, I think Washington State, in Washington, D.C., one of them, a bunch of the police officers and the fire department were walking to turn their boots and turn their badges in. They told them they've done, they're not getting it. They said, we're not getting no vaccination. San Francisco, they stepping down, they tell them they walking in, everybody turning their stuff in. You gotta ask yourself, what's going on with the reason the people that work in law enforcement and healthcare people who administer it, who come get people that fall with COVID, they watch more people die with COVID than we have, quote unquote, so they say. Why these people wouldn't get, you would think after they done seen in many cases they got, how many of them came, I was talking to a police officer I know, she was showing me her screen, she said, let me show you something. Just show me all these COVID cases, Look at a person not responding to COVID. Another person, they found him dead in the chair, COVID. She said, look at the screen, all these people. I said, you get this vaccine? She said, I ain't getting no vaccine. She said, I ain't getting that junk. She had junk experimental. She said, spell it for her. She said, I ain't getting no vaccine. She said, I'm not getting it. She said, these folks keep going. She said, I keep my mask on around. That's all I can do. She said, I ain't even getting that junk. She said, all these folks sitting here blood clotting. She going to the scene. She said, look at these people. She's showing all, I thought she was showing to me saying, get it, because it wasn't going to move me. She said, no, I ain't getting no vaccine. She said, they can have it. She said, I'm getting ready to retire, let them have it. She said, they can have their gun, their badge. She said, I'm jumping on the lawnmower. She said, I'm done. She said, I'm at peace on the lawnmower. She said, I'm done. She said, I get through and I hang this up, I don't want to see it no more. Let them have it. That's what a lot of them doing. People start looking at their own safety. Ain't that right? That's crazy. A woman can go and abort a baby, kill a baby, but you ain't got the right to say you don't want a shot. I told you, and people in New York, I still run, California, New York, I don't care what nobody say flat-footed. Dumbest people on it. No, they the dumbest people in the hemisphere. How you the mistake? How you gonna tell I can't go in a building? Who subscribed to this? You can't go in no building, no grocery. How am I eat? How a person gonna eat? How they gonna work? You already got a labor shortage. How can you be dumber? New York and California, they don't two states dumb enough to put something like that. Everybody ran to get old Joe Biden, and now he done came back to burn them. I know they told you niggas. Oh, the Republican, they the Klan. What this man here? Ain't nobody more Klan than here. Stop associating their political status with them. This is a behavior. Old white men are dangerous. Him or Trump, listen, I don't subscribe to any of them. I was more Republican. I'm really independent more than anything. I never voted Democrat. I got a couple of people I knew that's Democrat that ran, so I kind of, support them on the basis of, I felt like they were for people. You know what I'm saying? You still don't ever want to be a party line voter. You want to vote for a person based on if you're going to do it based on individuality or what a person going to do. People subscribe to these political parties for different reasons, because they can raise more funding, because this one, support more black. I'm for more what's right. If it's a white man, he right, let's get him in here. If it's a Chinese man, he right, let's get him in. Man, I don't give a flying flip if he is. I just want to make sure that the so-called Negro get what's due to him. Everybody that get in office, they push for it, going to be somebody that's going to work for their benefit. You saw Joe Biden fought for the Chinese people not to get slapped down? Who fighting for you not to get shot down? That's why I couldn't vote for him. Trump didn't vote. Nobody standing for you getting shot down. They support it. That's why it still happens. You're the president. You can sign bill and enact laws. Now, one thing Obama did, what most people don't know, that Trump came back and he illustrated. Y'all don't remember, a lot of these police departments, they had tanks. You seen these guys jump out with military fatigues on. He told them to take it off. This America. You don't need it. It don't make. Why you got a tank on them now? Now in Chicago, you need a couple tanks. I ain't gonna lie. Now Chicago need to get some. I'm all for Chicago getting some tanks and Scud missiles. I ain't really against ballistic. I ain't ruled out ballistic. Cause them niggas is really crazy. Just be honest with you. We need to have where we need to go lock it down. And we need to bring in some people like myself. It ain't got to be me, somebody kind of think-minded. And you got to sit down and have a practical conversation with these guys. This is it. Flat, after that conversation right here, we kill them all. They can be black, kill them all. End it. It's just end it. It don't make sense. Let me tell you something. When kids can't come outside and play, when you got to worry about getting shot going to school, there's no more time for talking. Kill them all. I give them one conversation. That's it. Take it how you want to take it. It don't make sense. You want to say here, you want to ride by, you want to shoot people up, kill them all. We can't afford it. These are our kids. What white neighborhood got that going on? Tell me, name a white neighborhood that worry about shooting. Niggas riding through shooting. So how we get them? These are our kids. We don't need white America to come in and do nothing. We need to sit down, we need to have a conversation. This is how it's going to go. It's not negotiable. It's not optional. The option is we kill them all today. And I don't care who mama, baby there, kill them all. Yep. I stand by that. 100,000%, kill them all. You want to ride by, you want to shoot kids up? Babies, folk can't play on a basketball court, kids can't play at the park, folk can't go to school because you shooting, old people can't go to the grocery store, kill them all. Kill them all. One conversation. That's all we're going to have with you. One conversation. It'd be strictly business. I know how to talk to them. We'll have a real business conversation. It's gonna make sense. They're gonna understand it. In that conversation, one of them, kill them all. You ain't getting it. We will not be shot down. We will not run away. We will not be hunted by our own kids. That's our fault. Ain't white folk, that's our fault. Yeah, we know white folk instigated because they give them the tools and they let them go and they sign these. See, they said the Democrat was dangerous with Obama. While Obama did one thing, hurt you on another one. Obama signed bills where it's harder to lock a black little teenager up. It seemed like that was a good benefit. Sometimes you got to stop them early to get them to consider. I keep sending you home, sending you home, sending you home, sending you home, sending you home. You think you Al Capone, you're untouchable. When you go down here and you see how serious it is, you start to look at, yeah, I'm good when I get out. I won't be doing that no more. But that pop on the hand, go get you in court 5 years from now, then you out on like 7 and 8 different bonds. We can't do that no more. You hurting us. Now people can say, we can't do that. We like, no, we're not like, we know how dangerous. Listen, we taught our kids with love and kindness. You hold a gun to their head, say, listen, this is what we're gonna do. You're not gonna be shooting no babies and kids. You ain't gonna be riding through no apartment jumping. Y'all seen that fool got a car, just shoot apartment up. Just spray it up. You can't, come on, so what we do with these? Rehabilitate them? Kill them. We need to do it. Don't let that be on white people. Come on, these folks, my grandbaby mother, they've been in the house with that fool. Somebody come by and just get out the car, just start shooting. That wrong place, just shoot. You gotta hit the floor, folk gotta hit. What you thinking? What we need to talk to you about? You ain't care about what, so when you was shooting, what you were thinking? All the empty apartment that said occupied? You ain't care about us, we don't care about you either. We can't listen. If we're gonna be fair, we're gonna run white folk down. Now you can't let niggas get away. Niggas gotta know it's gonna be a penalty for shooting us. I wish one of them would try to take my cone bed today. I wish that Mark was, man, part 2 of my killing spree will start. Isn't that right? Now, we can't have that fool. These kids, they want to go outside and play. Why you got to worry? We already got to worry about police shooting up. We saying police going to shoot her. Worry about getting choked out. Worry about getting strangled. Worry about getting false arrest. But now I got to worry about some nigga going to decide he want to ride around and shoot apartment up. Because he ain't got nothing else to do. Kill them all. One conversation, I'll do it. White man, you ain't got to do it. Bring me in, I tell them. One conversation, so you get one time to get the conversation. What? Shoot them. Because you asking questions, you already hear the answer. You already know the answer. You just want to see them say it 2 times. Shoot down all the rest of who next. They be like, I can understand everything you're saying clearly. They'll be having erasers. They're taking all these tattoos. Whatever make you crazy, you'll get it off. If it's a tattoo, the earring, if some over your eye, you get all that off of there right now today. And you're getting jobs. You got to give them something to do. I want my own business. No, you don't. Go get a job. Everybody want to jump out and get their own business. First of all, you need to learn how to tell what's danger. If you don't learn how to work with somebody, understand the importance of how business operates and what you need to put in it, don't expect nobody else to do it. They take that. I'm just being like everybody. How I want my own business? You ever work for it? No, you don't do it. Because you don't understand the value of it. When you get through slaving and breaking your back and hurting yourself, then you realize the value of keeping. Everybody can get one. You know the problem is maintaining. That's what happens now. Anybody can get a business. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. Can you keep it? Then can it be operational? Can it make money? There's a lot of folks in here ready to hand got business. How much your business make? We set to make. That's what I thought. It ain't making nothing. I'm just being honest with you. Learn that to do first. Before you become a ruler, you need to learn how to be a good follower. I like sitting up here, I was a good follower. I ain't become a good pastor. I know where I was a good follower. That's what you always learn how to do. You learn how to be good at what you do from the start point, you get better. You think he got Dawood, a man of his own law, and just set him over Yasharon. The man know how to keep sheep. The Yahuwah said, these are my sheep. Why wouldn't you get a man know how to keep sheep? A man that'll kill for the sheep. A man that'll go out and fight for them and bring them back. A man that'll fight to lose none of them. He said, that's what I want over my fold. Get somebody don't know nothing about sheep, ain't never kept sheep, don't care about nobody, you don't put them over fold. You're going to lose them. Y'all got it? All right, I know I said a lot, but that's the truth. Problem we got to fix the problem we got with I said. And I talk about the white man. I mean every bit of what I said about him, but I know we got a problem too. We got a problem where these mothers get them. I'm telling you, a bad operation. Seeing a mother with these kids and don't know how to put the discipline down, you got to start early, because these kids will grow up and they'll kill us, or we're going to kill your kid. Your kid going to grow up and your kid going to think we owe him something and run up to take something. And I'm old, I ain't got nothing to give up. I ain't got no car to give up. You come to get my car, I'm going to lay you down like school clothes. And I hope your mama see it too. Your mama that crying with that closed casket, they'll realize the respect of everybody ain't giving up nothing. So before we had to kill our own kids, won't we learn how to put this together and teach our kids how to function? That is, a lot of these kids, they know to tell the truth. Kids feel like somebody owns somebody owe you nothing in life. Life is what you get dealt. Life is based off decisions parents make and other people make. It's all about what you want to do to keep your kid from having to get that type of lifestyle. That's just been on a lot of what we got problem is on us. Because we feel like everybody owe us something. I ain't never taught my kid nobody owe them nothing. That's the bottom line about owe them nothing. You got there and you get it. You want it, you got there and get it. Nobody's going to give you nothing. It's life. It's fair too. It's fair to the point of you get what you put in it. Y'all know that? How many of y'all ain't got nothing? Because that's what you put in it. So you got your just reward back. You ain't putting nothing in it. It don't make sense you getting nothing out of it. If you want something, the more you want, the more you want to put out to get it. Then you got to maintain to keep it. I just keep it real with you. It's all about what you want to do. See, while other niggas be sleeping, you got to be woke. You got to be concentrating. When other folk clock out, you got to still be clocking in. You got to be around the clock. I'm just being honest. Let me tell you something. What I learned in life and over time. Why you'll find the average person won't have nothing? Because that's how far they'll go. She might come from the street. I know people go way farther than you. I know some people, a lot of stuff I didn't do, I couldn't go that far as I could go. But that's where they was at. You learn where you at, what you want to do. How many of y'all want a lot of stuff? How many of y'all want some nice stuff? Then go get it. because it ain't going to come to you. I'm going to tell you right now what you're going to do. You're going to put in a lot of hours and a lot of time. You're going to spend a lot of money. It's going to take a lot to stand behind to keep it. That's just life. That's why you see people, when you see them with stuff, just know what they're willing to do to keep it. That's just being honest. Folks think, they see somebody something, oh, they just lucky. No, they put something behind it. Whether they forge some paperwork and they ready to go to jail for it, to go to prison, whether they kill their aunt or mama or poison somebody. Everybody you see with something, they did the same way now. They're caught. Some of them ain't just been caught. Y'all saw that boy in South Carolina, that Murdoch gang? He was a big-time attorney in South Carolina. Family had a law firm his dad had, his granddad had. Shoot, that boy got on that crystal mill. Still kept that business rolling. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot, he killed a housekeeper. Come about $3 million. That's what he was willing to do. That man had a lot of stuff. How you gonna keep everything you got unless you kill somebody? Come on, y'all ain't even business. I told you everybody got something, you just don't know how he got it. What's a housekeeper? Then when that money run out, I mean, come on, his wife got shot, she got killed. And his son. That's what he was willing to do. So then when he looked at everything got bad and messed up, and that mentioned the money he stole from the law firm? They let him go, so he decided to get his drug dealer friend and said, listen, I'm going to be on the side of the road with my tie. Come on, just shoot me in the head. I got a $10 million policy. That way my son can keep everything. White man business. That's what you do when you business. What y'all, you know, this nigga go out broke. That's how you do it. You go out broke. He looked down on you to my son struggling. He done lost his mama. He gonna lose me. Then lost his brother. Then I stole money from a law firm, so I'm out of business with that. But I do have a $10 million life insurance policy. Shoot me in the back of the head so he can get the money. That's what he was willing to do to keep what he had. Am I telling you to do that? I'm just telling you when you get something, what you willing to do to keep it. Everything you see glittering, I know you said it ain't gold. We know everything glittering. I don't know how folk came up with it ain't gold, but that's their way of just trying to say it's not what you might think is riches or whatever. But when you set yourself to get something, you better know what it take to keep it. Y'all see people riding these cars, or people got these houses, you ride by, you say, oh, you don't know what them people do to get the house, do you? Those people don't come, those folks don't get up at 8 o'clock and roll back over and sleep to 12 and 1. They ain't go out and go golfing. Them people, listen, every move they make is calculated. Bills coming up. So you get that type of house, what kind of furniture you put in it? You probably go there to probably go to rooms to go and furnish it. It gonna cost. Now you got lights you got to put in the house, chandelier. You know what kind of tape you got to put on a chandelier? You know what kind of stuff you got to put in, what kind of stuff you got to put in the house when you walk in, what people got to say, and how people got to look at you in that landscaping. And you know what it costs to keep that landscaping up? So what you think you got to do when things go bad or things go sour, things start to turn? So people got to die. You got to make some real risky moves, calculated stuff, and poison some people. See, a lot of times y'all look at stuff, y'all don't know what people do. So what I do, I can sleep every night. So I understand why them people do what they do, because they don't really know how to do business. They learn how to do it to where they say, I'd do anything to keep it. Now, what am I telling you to take from these people? Take from them to do what they did for your salvation. How many of y'all want to be saved? You don't want to be saved. You know what you got to do to be saved? Anything. You got to be just like that man did in South Carolina. You got to be willing to kill your wife, your kids, yourself, your maid. I'm talking about from the standpoint of separation, from the standpoint of cutting people off, if that's what it takes for you to maintain it when you get it. See, the hard part ain't really getting saved. It's keeping it. It's about maintaining it. See, a lot of stuff you see, you don't know what it costs to maintenance it. That's why a lot of people fall short. You see big Mercedes and all that stuff people get. That's not their bigger price. It's the cost of maintenance. What it take to maintain it. Porsche, that's all it is. The maintenance will kill you. The note, one thing, you can adjust for note. You cut something out here, don't do this, don't do that. But when it come time to maintenance it, that's what kills people with salvation. Getting it ain't as hard as some people thinking. Maintaining it. I don't think about this one go on your credit so bad you can't do nothing after that. You know it says it's impossible for them that once they get this to get it again. It's some stuff you get, you know you can't never get again. If you mess it up. You can never do it again in your name. You can never get it again if you lose it. That's why you have to start considering. But you understand everything as a man. So when you see people with stuff, the thing you need to look at and consider, you don't know what they did to get it and how long they're going to have it and if it's really theirs. You don't know how them people sleeping and what them people doing, but you know what you got to do. We're talking about salvation now, okay? We transform all that to look at salvation. Those people you see with those things have made some sacrifices, whether good or bad. When they come down to get in the Ruach HaKodesh, it's a sacrifice. It's all tube, too. It's you being willing to do what the average person will not do. It's you willing to do whatever it takes to keep it and maintain that lifestyle. Y'all understand that? That man killed his own wife and his son. Think about your own son so he can maintain it. Crazy, isn't it? How many of y'all agree it's crazy? So y'all call Yahuwah crazy? In order to maintain this, he killed his own son. That's what it takes in order to keep it. Just so the Berit wouldn't be altered. Just so it wouldn't be lost. Just so it wouldn't be in vain. The man killed his own son. Did you ever think about that? What you willing to do in order for you to get it? Then what will you do in order to maintain it? Hello? These are questions you ask yourself. You've been coming and coming and coming and coming. We're not even talking about ejaculation. So what haven't you done? What haven't you done the reason you hadn't obtained it? So we had to go through a checklist and look at what we have, what we got, and what we're doing. Because you should have it. They get it from the Debar. Then what is it that you're not willing to do to maintain it? Because I don't know if my mama might call or something might come up with my family, I might have to. And I don't know if, and I don't want to say, and then I can't, then this come up and this, because I know I have to do this, and when they tell me, that's your problem. I spoke in Swahili. Y'all understood, then? That's why you don't have it either. Because a lot of us already set things in our mind, in our law, of what we know could come up, and that could hinder me from keeping it. That's tight. It's tight. Y'all thought about that? No, you didn't think about it. You just come and something's supposed to happen if you show up. Nothing happens if you show up other than you came. Again, this is not about ejaculation. Hello? This is about your willingness to do whatever it takes to maintain salvation after you get it. You know when they sell you a car, they don't ever go over the maintenance plan with you? They'll tell you about a 36-month plan, bumper to bumper. Don't care about a thing. So what do you do after 36 months? What do? Trade in, get rid of it? Or you learn how to maintain? People get it because they realize it's easy. I can handle that. I ain't got nothing to worry about for the first 3 years or first year and a half or whatever I got left. When you get salvation, your maintenance start. You got to work to keep that up. You got to do it. Why y'all think y'all been so stagnant you've been without it? Because you hadn't been real with yourself, have you? You haven't. Come on, let's be honest. How many of y'all be honest, you know you haven't been real with yourself? So a couple of people can. You hadn't. Y'all ain't the only people. Everybody raise their head, they worry about other people looking. This is about a sacrifice. Whatever it takes. That's why Abraham was a noose to him, which is a friend too. Because he would do whatever it takes. He can see, why when you make a relationship, why when you make an agreement with a man, he'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever we have to do in order to keep this, that's what I'll do. That's the mindset you got to have. Otherwise, you can be like so many of us in all of the different Abari, Yehudi, congregation of Dah, where people come and they're comfortable. You've worked to be comfortable. Y'all know it, tell the truth. You comfortable. You ain't doing nothing more that stresses you out. You ain't doing nothing that puts you in uncomfortable. You ain't got rid of nothing. You kept enough. Because you don't really want to push yourself to that point of limit until it looks like you've gone extreme. And you want to be careful and you want to be smart And you don't want to make no rash decision because you don't know we might have to come back and pick it up. Nothing you get rid of wrong, we're going to pick it back up. Stop lying to yourself. Some of you, I just spoke to you, did I not? And we all, that's one of those things. This is a way that you're in that you constantly have to do examination. Constant. Sometimes it ain't your people, it could be you. Be your hang-ups or your ideas, where you think and where you feel. Shoot you in the foot and kill you out. Constant examination. Constantly going over things, looking at what you do. Some of you find fault with everybody else. Did you really look at self? I was talking to myself too. That's what it's about. It should hurt you to do some of the things you do. And a lot of you guys aren't hurting because you hadn't done nothing to hurt you. Some of you say, well, it worked out for me. It worked out. Good thing ain't moved too fast. And you don't know, sometimes you might have shot yourself in the foot for the fact you didn't amend. You didn't believe. See, sometimes people will feel like, well, I could have went on and moved when I heard it. I should have, but I didn't. But look how he worked it out. It's not what you're thinking. What Elohim acknowledges is our obedience. You know where you get a Ruach HaKodesh too? Those that obey him. You know what Yeshayahu said? You people have not all obeyed. In your mind, you're conjuring yourself to believe that you have when you haven't. This walk is so intense and rigorous because it's about finding out where you are. It's about finding out where you are. This will cost you everything, and you still might not get it because it might be that little something you held on to. You got rid of everything big, everything that could obscure, but then it's that little thing you held. So we constantly go back through the word, examining ourselves to see, as the book say, whether we helping or hurt. Whether we helping or hurt. It's a constant adjustment. You can be good, but every time I look around, it look like it's something else, something we got to do. This is the way of Cain. See, it's all about finding out where a man going to stop at. How far you going to go. Y'all know that? It is. The people who we're following, who we supposed to be patterning, these people didn't have these little piss poor standards we got. Can you imagine if your kid died and Yahuwah could raise them back up, but it was something that was foul and contrary? The average of us in here would say what? No, Mr. Yahuwah, please don't. What will we do? Come on, Tyler, what we do? Ain't but a couple y'all here. Just Dexter and Darren, y'all don't know what him. These people know they're going to say get them up. For the sake of my hurt and my feelings and what I want. There were people he declared that refused to have their moot raised. These people lived in caves. These people wandered in Bamotbar. These people were torn asunder. These people were slain for the Debar. We hadn't done it. We hadn't reached it. But for whatever reason, he put it on me to talk to us about it. You really didn't know where you're at. This ain't a way for everybody. If I told you every one of you will make it in, I would be telling you a lie. If I told you 50% of you guys are making it, I'd be telling you a lie. Simply because the reason why you want was because Ra'ah said it. You will not go far enough. Your limitations, your availability is not based off of what I'm saying. It's based off of what you're doing and what you will do. What's the most important thing to you? One of the things ain't a sin or kata. It's what you'll do for things and you won't do for him. That's a problem. That's a problem. His will, our command. When he said his will, does that mean we gotta do it? Is it like a command? It's a command. His will is our command. Y'all got it? We gotta learn that. If anybody should understand how to Shakar worship Yahuwah, it should be the so-called Negro. We worship and serve people and smiled in their face when we weren't our best. We pushed through when we were sick, while we were hurt, while we were injured. We performed for these people. Yahuwah said, get that to me. That's what I want. I want you to perform for me like you do for them. I mean, that's who pay my bills. That's what I do. We brag on doctors. We brag on places to eat. We brag on, why don't you brag on eating with Yahuwah? Who's a better feeder? Who's more healthy? Who's more essential to our growth and our health? Who kept us during the worst pandemic the world ever seen? They never seen this before. This is in our Yamin. Nobody living has ever seen anything to this magnitude, and it ain't moving till Mr. Yahuwah will get accomplished. Why won't you serve him? Colin Powell, one of their great generals, he died from a vaccine. Is he the only one? No. Now you got to blame it on cancer. Cancer didn't kill him before the vaccine. He was in the hospital, not for cancer. He was in the hospital for COVID. And they used to put it on cancer now. He's not the only person. Cicely Tyson, I think she got the shot and died. One of them folks from Roots, they got it and died. Hank Aaron got it and died. It's killing people. One way or the other, Mr. Yahuwah going to take everybody out till we acknowledge him. The problem becomes we've done too much stuff. It's time to cleanse ourselves. Got to cleanse ourselves. Hello? It is time to cleanse yourself. You've been in the way too long not to be right, not to obtain. That's just being honest. Whatever you got, let's go ahead and mental check it. What you got? Raise your hand when you hear your order. Husbands, you got husband, you're a woman. Man, raise your hand, he got a husband. I'm getting ready. Did you just do that? Let me say him, husband. What you gonna do if they move? What you gonna do if they decide to turn and walk away? Wives. What y'all gonna do if they decide to turn? What they gonna do if they decide to walk away? What you gonna do if they move? These are things you need to consider. You're trying to encompass the Ruach HaKodesh. What are you doing different than the world? Children. What you gonna do? They move, they turn. What you gonna do? Answer for yourself. What you gonna do? He know what you gonna do. What you gonna do? To keep them or keep a relationship with Yahuwah? Jobs, employment, or businesses. What you gonna do? You lose it. What you gonna do if it gets you to turn and do something against what Yahuwah told you? And I know a lot of them already have, and you people rationalize it in your mind. I know you have. You ain't got to tell me. I already know you have. I know you rationalized it. You went over and you thought about it and looked at how you could do it and it still makes sense, because they'll push you to that limit. That's what they do. Everything is about pushing you to compromise. Before you know it, they'll get you to sell, just like they did with Balaam. Balaam did good at it first, till they kept pushing. They kept asking, till they sent people with more honor, more astute, people with higher position than what Balaam did. What you did, Balaam? What he did? Same thing we'll do. They sent people with more honor. That's what they said. So afterward, he sent people with more honor. High dignitaries came. Before you know it, Balaam did the same thing. I know, you can look at Balaam. You know what Balaam was known for doing? What was Balaam known for doing? So what? Boxing? The bar? The bar. Being in the bar. What was he known for doing for with us? Say it louder. Exactly. He turned Yasharal. He turned us. He turned us. He caused us to sit down and eat of the sacrifice. Balaam was cute. He the one caused us to turn. So don't you know that, Shadim, those demons say they'll come and they'll work other people with you, spouses and kids and other relationship things you want to try to get you to turn. Yeshayahu told us about our leaders. What did he tell us? And data, that's good, bro, how you did that. He moved his mouth, no words didn't come out. So I can see them wrong words. He said, that was a good one, yeah. That's what he did. For the leaders of this arm, he said, that's who caused them to err, go wrong. And they that are led of them are, that's how important it is for everybody to maintain their operation, what they do, opposition. Remember what you came here for. Y'all hear me? How many of y'all came here for a wife? How many of y'all came here for a husband? How many of y'all came here for a car? How many of y'all came here so you can have kids? How many of y'all got married when you got him? How many of y'all got kids when you got him? How many of y'all came married and with kids? What did you come here for? Let me hear, what did you come here for? Make sure you don't leave him without it. Is that what you came here for? Make sure you don't leave him without it. Every one of us, whatever you came here for it now, make sure you ain't leave him. Now, y'all just told me unless you forgot to raise your hand. You didn't come here for no husband or wife. Some of them did, they're just going to tell a lie. That's just what people like. You didn't come here for your kids. You came here for yourself. Keep that in mind. What you came here for. Don't let nobody take your crown. Y'all hear me? You gotta make sure you're fully persuaded. Somebody can have a mind with you today. What you gonna do? They wake up in the morning and say, I changed my mind. I'm looking at doing something different. What you gonna do? Is it impossible? Because nobody know the intent of a person's heart. Only Mr. Yahuwah. And when the right thing strike, the right thing hit, guess what happened? What's in that heart to come out? What's in that heart to come out? Isn't that right? It'll come out. Tell me why I get it going to. I wish you were dead. I was married to somebody else. I want to apologize for that. Not at all. That's what you meant. That's what you said. What's in there get struck, it'll come out. For everybody in here. That's why you got to make sure your law right. You got to be good with yourself. Don't let nobody else grade. You got to be good with yourself. You got to know what your intent is and what you're working for. Y'all got it? That's why we're here. All right, we're going to let them sign the cartos around. I'm going to get ready to go. I know they said, man, I was looking here about some news. You just heard about it. Yasharal Yehuda dying. We going to move. Y'all hear me? Yahuwah coming back here. Unit was sent to try to warn the city of Nineveh. Told him in 40 Yamin, Yahuwah was going to destroy it. That's right. He going to destroy that place. Won't be much longer. What you come here for? Don't you know that man going to charge up when he come back here and you hadn't got it? You been here, you done heard the sound of the shofar and you didn't warn you didn't seek to save yourself. How many of y'all done heard that warning before? So if you don't get it, what you going to tell them? Didn't nobody tell you? You ain't know it was that serious. When you go to burn, you going to tell them you ain't know it was that serious. That's a self-journey. That's a self-journey for everybody here. Consider where you at. It ain't about the things you got. It's about a relationship with him. Knowing oneself. That's what's important to me now. You get some time, you live long enough, things are nice. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Things are nice. They nice. But they ain't what I came for. They ain't what I walked away from things. I want a peace of mind. I want to be saved. That's why I walked away. I want to be saved. That's what I want. That's why I want to be saved. I was good, whatever I had to do. However I had to make, I just wanted to be saved. I made $5.75 an hour. Shoot, man, I was happy though. I just be honest with you. I wasn't no miserable person. It ain't bothered me hollering, when, Lord, you gonna give me a raise. I just learned to be content. I just want a relationship. I just want a peace of mind. I just want to know I was doing right. That's the main thing. I just want to know I was doing right. That's how you all want to be. You want somebody to tell you right when you know you're not living right. You know why I don't ask y'all, am I right? Because I already know what's right, and he does too. You need to know for yourself. Where you think I'm at, preacher? Where you at? You asking me. You must not know yourself. The book tells you to prove your own self and know whether you be the Mashiach, lest you be worthless. Completely worthless. Some of you guys have never grown and never changed. You've been stagnated the whole time you've been here. You can't keep going that way. That is because preacher picks on you. That is because everyone is against you. That is because that's where you place yourself. You don't want to be real with yourself and get out of the stigma you in. Get out of the dilemma you in and get serious about your salvation. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Think about that guy Murdoch in South Carolina. He had a lifestyle. Picked up drugs. What drugs typically going to do with a person? What is it going to do? They do what? Turn them out? Take them down. You lose what you got. He looked, I don't want to lose it. I got to maintain it. I picked up a habit. I still got to keep this lifestyle. So I got to kill somebody just so I can keep it. Can you imagine that? That's why he was cunningly. That's where he is. Where are you at, Ruagni, spiritually? What are you willing to do? What you willing to kill out so you can maintain? Hello? What are you willing to kill out? What are you willing to let go? What are you willing to walk away from? That's tight. Good answer. Good answer. All right. At least we know where we're at. All right, get ready to sign the Kato Sarah. Most High, Kudash Abba, which is the separated Father, Hadu, which is thanks for all you've done and you've given us for this opportunity to assemble just once again. Not knowing the outcome of the later time, but acknowledge you for what you're doing right now, for allowing us this opportunity to debate the Kara upon your Shem, which call upon your name, to do a self-examination for each and every one of us, to consider our latter end. The things we've done, the things we encountered, the things we've lusted at, the things we desire, whether or not they work toward the benefit of your will. We ask you to search us and see, try us, to see if there be any Rasha Darak, evil ways, wicked. Turn us into the Darak Alam, which is the way everlasting, the way forever. Asking you to blot out all of our kata and our ma'al, which are our sins and our transgressions. Ask you to recover those going astray, taken from us, especially our benin and our young adults, and being a keeper to those we had that we lose none. Most of all, we ask you to limit us, show us and teach us, instruct us, enlighten us, that we might know you according to the Kitab, which are the writing. Asking you to let your Pani or upon us, your face. Let your Pani be our encampment and our protection and our keeper, which is your presence. Fill our lives with your heart, which is our hearts with your affection. For we are Yakra by your Shem, which is called by your name. Yahuwah Elohim, the Most High, Al Shaddai. We're sorry for any thoughts, ideas, any Darak that we consider that were contrary to the Arak that you established, which is the way of life. We ask you to consecrate our lives, our minds, change our ideas and our thinkings, that we'll attach ourselves only to that which you established, that you set for us, that we don't falter and we don't faint, that we be Talmim in the Yuma Mashpat, that we be perfect in the day of judgment. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praises, the kabud, the glory, and the kabod, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua, Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. All right, talk with y'all a little bit. We can cut just a tad of that air back on, just a tad. Don't drop it on 6 to 8. That's one before 69. You do me and I owe you one. All right, this is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before,
For whatever was written before,
Nikatab for our lamed,
Nikatab was written to show us. Right? Listen.
that we through endurance and the kum
We talked about not giving way and through consolation
of the Ketubim
of the writings.
might have tikva.
That's what we look at. Look at Ukanan, chapter 14, verse 1. They call it John, but the name is Yahukanan, which means Yahuwah, they'll say gracious. Whew. All right, listen. This is Ukanan 4 and 1. They use the terminology St. Matthew, St. Mark, St. Luke, St. John. Anything to attach this book to the Christian church. Nobody would have walked around calling each other saint. What's up, saint? Sister Saint? What's up? Just think about the whole idea of the ideology of they're trying to get you to believe. These people walked around, let's give me the book of St. John. You walk around, you naturally associate him with the Christian church. You naturally associate them with their theology. You know what I'm saying? That's how they rip your mind. St. John doesn't sound like a man of color. St. Mark, St. Matthew, they just seem a white-skinned type person because this is their language. So you got to look at what's being used in order to give you the programming. Certain names make you subscribe to certain color. A girl named Shavonda. What you looking for, a white woman? What kind? Big woman? Nigger woman. See that? Woman walk in, she white, and her name Shavonda. You like, you see what I'm saying? But think about it. Because of the name, what are you looking for? You probably think, you already probably got a hairstyle, Shavonda. Bald head, dookie braids. Single woman. Plenty kid. He said, not get plenty kid. So you think about now we put all this together, Jeff and me saying Shavonda. What do you see when you say John? St. John. Clean white man. See how the program is? Nobody white had to come and tell you that. St. John. Give me the book of St. John. You naturally think about a white man. White man going around helping people and giving people things. When have you ever met this white man? They just go around, cover your mouth when you're young. Just let it all out. You know, we smell shit all the way up here too. Y'all people, y'all young, y'all try to cover your mouth out. You know, stuff will come out from down from the hind hole. It just happened. That joke was something for a while. That joke was stuck on old. I said, but I know a little turtle lady had to come out of them. Man, we're in the worst pandemic in the world. You can't go nowhere and leave your mouth open like that in public. Man, somebody shove something in it. A rock, a sock, I had to keep it clean. Rock, a sock, a dog, that tight. Somebody shove a dog in your mouth, I don't know what they mean. But, you know, the reason why I just try to get y'all to see, in order to get us to think salvation, you have to see salvation a certain way, okay? In order for you to see yourself in a better light, you have to see that. You have to see something that resembles you doing differently, doing better. Most of the role models they gave you are white. From the presidents, the foremen, the first fathers. I mean, you know, from there, we got, you know, our Abbas, Abraham, Yasser, who they give you? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin. These are your fathers. They'll tell you these are the fathers. And they follow the protocol and the patterns of their fathers. They came along, gave you the book, they taught you against homosexuality, it was wrong, and now they come along and say, well, the Bible didn't condemn it. That's how controversial that book is they give you. That's how open it is to interpretation. You take it any judge, say, look here, he's destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So what's the Old Testament? Then Jesus come and bring in a new way. So did he subscribe to homosexuality? See, it's all open interpretation, just like the law. That's why they tell you it's opinion. They got what the fathers wrote, their fathers wrote. Yet it's still open to opinion when they judge you. Same way with this book, it's about opinion. I don't have an opinion other than what Mr. Yahuwah said. I just want the truth. If he the man with the plan of salvation, I want his opinion. That's what matters to me, not your opinion. I don't need nothing you fabricated because I can say how you work me. Think about it. I can beat you, rob you, whoop you. I got on a white suit, all white hair, all white face. Police tell what I look like. White man, white face, white hair, white everything. Then every time you get beat, the same description, then I come give you a book of the same person that did it to you. And for whatever reason, nigga, you just say this the person saved you. Now, which law we gonna go with? You claim the person beat you. You claim they raped you and robbed you. Now you say he saved you. Which one are we going with? You a liar. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. Which lie they gonna go with? Who responsible for bringing y'all on here for slavery? He's a whole bunch. What color was it? Who responsible for the people that sold people during the trade? White. Who responsible for the people that cut off their feet and hung them from trees? Who are the people responsible for locking them up? Who are the person? What color was the person that sold the kids during that time? White. What color is Jesus? Let me get this straight. The white one robbed you, sold you, stole you, and raped you. Correct. And the white one saved you. I don't know where y'all people at. Y'all confusing me. Then you just claim the man robbed you, raped you, sold you, beat you. Now you say the man saved you. That's why people want to take your testimony, because you can't make up your mind. So he made a fool out of it. So he already had a book already set that comes and said, when I beat these people, he told they had what they call it the Negro Bible. This is for Negroes. This is the Negro Bible. They're going to try to tell you the Negro Bible got page missing. Nigga, your book got pages missing. This is a nigga Bible. This book is used to enslave you. Why do you think he gave you the name? What is the connotation in your mind? What is the thought? What is the picture of the person named St. John?
All right.
Why did he tell you the man's name was Euchanan? Which meant, can we look up what the name means? I don't hate white people. I hate wrong people. You say you hate white people. Are you wrong? Yes. Then I hate you. You be black, yellow, polka dot, striping. Isn't that right? I hate everybody that hate Yahuwah. You hate Yahuwah, I hate you. I don't care about what color y'all right. It's right, wrong is wrong. You can't go with something because it's wrong. I don't care if it is black, it's wrong, it's wrong. Let's see. Look what happened. Yahuwah, they put Yahweh. That's white folk. Yahweh. 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 I ain't seen you and I don't know when. See that? They get you every time. Favored. See that? Favored. So he told you that's what John meant. When you got a favor from white folk? When you got a favor from? I'm talking about from the system. Please, we know that I shouldn't have to explain myself. For whatever reason, I had to put this out here as, what you call those things you put out? Disclaimer. We are not talking about every individual white person. We're talking about a system. The same system that took you and brought you here, changed your paperwork, gave you their idea, took your invention, took your wife and your children, that raped, robbed you, and mangled you, and it's still happening today. It ain't like it stopped. It's still happening today. When you see a mass of white boys on a police force, they've always been the police. Paul Revere them with the police. They weren't even military. Most of these people out there were military. How many of y'all thought they might have been military men? Of course y'all did. Why wouldn't you? They weren't. They were citizens. Many men, white folk, that can get dressed in a minute. You know why they can get dressed in a minute? Because they don't wash. Okay. They were called minute men. Sexually and to go out to war. That's where it started first sexually. You know what why it said? I'm starting calling you minute man. So they realized we can go out here and fight and shoot people, had guns. That's why white people, they go up on the proposal. You see Joe Biden will come, make you take these shots, push this on. Everybody cutting the fools are shorted. Democrat known to take guns. You see them talking about taking these guns? White folks ain't doing it. They're going to go back to Paul Revere and the rest of them. These people not military. These citizens. They call them militias. Oh yeah, they show you white folk, all black on, with them boots on, going to my militia. They're terrorists. White people give them a military type name style. That's what they were. They were militia. That's why the government can never take their guns, because the government actually stands for militias. Most of these people don't know they do this. Y'all didn't know that? That's why they can't take their guns. This government stands for militia. That's who Paul Revere and all them was. Citizens needs guns. You know why they realized that? Because they couldn't stop the king in England because they didn't have guns. They couldn't oppose the government. They couldn't fight against the government because you couldn't have weapons. Why y'all think Europe notorious for citizens not having guns? Most of these people don't, am I making this up, Chris? What was your study again? Me and you talked about this? Not today, that's tight. That man one time. That's tight. Leon, what's wrong with your boy, man? Man, but you know, I try to get most stuff people don't understand. Most niggas don't know nothing, okay? That's the first thing. Most niggas don't know nothing. These were not, in your mind, you were thinking the military. These were white citizens with guns that could jump up and go and fight against the military. England military was coming over here. England knew they were criminals. They broke away. They wanted them gone. England was coming to fight against them criminals, okay? They knew how criminals. These folks always been evilly intended, okay? Stop thinking they're not. They always have been, okay? They're rebellious, and they forgers, and they liars. Let me tell you something bad white folks. Most of them don't know. How many of y'all seen them videos where they show white people rob banks and have on a white man? Come to have on nigga man. Y'all seen them? They had them man and pose robbing banks. You know where they got that from? When them bastards poured the tea out. The Boston Tea Party. White folk told lies. White folk dressed up like Indians, got on the ships. Listen, so Britain would want to fight and kill the Indians. These folks. I'm making this up too. How many of y'all didn't know this? That's what y'all pay me for. I can't afford to be telling lies. The white man dressed up and posed as Indian and dumped the tea out because they weren't going to give it to England. They were fighting against paying taxes. Same stuff they take from y'all. They take it from niggas now. They ain't gonna let you pour out in them rather than pay taxes. That's why y'all get the darn photo. Why white folk don't pay taxes? Most of these niggas don't know how far they go back. They go back to England were making them crackers pay them taxes. And them crackers wouldn't pay taxes, so they posed and dressed as Indian, dumped the tea off in the Boston Harbor, and claimed the Indians did it. They showed you video where they been robbing banks with your black face on it. Y'all think that new? These niggas don't know nothing. Niggas go out there, set up a whole little braid tent. Oh, that nigga ain't no Indian. Probably was injured from trying to sleep with his sister, but he ain't no Indian. Go put on stuff, claim they the Washington Redskins. That's how they do it. You say, but you know why the Indian get mad with him? You know why the Indian get pissed with him about that stuff? Because the Indian know I done seen you do it before, Cracker. And you stuck me before with this. You the only nigga he can go put a black face and still play. See, the Indian stopped. He said, man, listen, name yourself nothing for as long as I don't give a flying flip what you call yourself. Don't call yourself nothing Indian, because you done screwed me with this. He should, look at him. See, let me see his skin. See, we bleed the same thing. We just found it out when you need. That's when they say that now, they need you for something. That's what they need. When they holler at, we bleed the same thing. And tell you, when I see you don't see no color, I stop them conversations. Let's stop this right now. You gotta acknowledge me. When I walk in the room, things change. You ain't give me no compliment, nigga. You disrespected me. My color dominant. It take over shade of anything and change it. How you didn't acknowledge me when I came in the room? You said, when I look at you, all I see is another man. You a lie. You trying to convince yourself. I never told no white man I see white. I always see white. I'll treat you fair as a man. That's what I tell them. Tell a white man don't see his face. That's a lie. That's a disrespect to the man. That's telling a bold-faced lie. You white, how to get you white? You treat a person fair. You let every person get an opportunity. You see one, you seen scam coming, don't let the scam go and get played on you. You cut it off then. I'd rather be wrong than to be right. When they come down to cutting you off, I knew he was going to screw me. I should have went, no, let's go ahead. But I know you're going to screw me, we'll cut it off now. We ain't screwing. Give him the Vaseline and said, we're not screwing. They go figure. Go figure. We ain't screwing. No boom boom. Hello? See, we have to talk like this and deal with stuff like this because this is what he wants you to know when you look it up. He wants you to believe that Yahuwah has granted him a name, and he's in a sense a savior to us. That he's actually, Yahuwah favored him. That's why he did. That's why he ruled over you. When that's not what happened. Yahuwah said, I'm gonna put the worst of them over you. Y'all don't see, you read a book, you don't even believe your own book. You don't even believe it. The man told you I'm gonna put the worst of you. Can't get nobody worse than white people. I don't care how they clean themselves and shave, they're the worst people. It's in your, let me ask you, who ruled over us worse than them? When we were told that, we had already came out Mizraim. He said, I'm going to put the worst people over you. You can't get nobody worse than them. Why you keep trying to, now he'll go and name himself Favor. Who is he trying to get this psychosis across to? Because I ain't buying it. All right, I just had to show you. Let's see what the name John means. I know, look, hanging on Uncle Ted. He's going cross-eyed now. That jaw weighing him down. You got to start getting that rest, Uncle Ted. That baby sleeping. Go to sleep. Go. Look out. John is an ever-popular name. You see that? Ever-popular name. The name John is derived from the Hebrew Yohanan. What's that? Yohanan, meaning grace by God. See how he get you? So his name is how it go when you see him, you say, you know what? Your name in the Bible. In who Bible? First of all, it couldn't be derived from our, because we don't have no Johan and Johan. We don't have none of these people. So the fact somebody would tell you that lie is that white people sat themselves, they had a John that came over here and they claimed they landed on Plymouth Rock. Them bastards crashed into that rock. But if you don't know no better, they take it. That's how it is, a solid traditional name that, what's that? Exudes strength, yeah, whatever. I did it one time in the bathroom, but then I cleaned it up when I got finished. Smarts and kindness. Origin, John is a biblical name. That's how he gets you. Now, who got to believe it now? This is what you read. You just read it. You got to believe it. Simply because this is a name he just told you he made up. And he made you to believe it up. He said, it's right there. Because this is how they get you. They give you word, tell you meaning. That's what the word means. I show you something, then I give you the meaning. Look it up. That's the meaning. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Did you ever think about the word I gave you is my word, and I put the definition there? So, of course, that's what it means. Did you ever question where did I come up with that name from? How long had that word been existing? No, because he gave you the word. They never teach you that in school. They give you a word, then they give you to make you look the word up, then they make you use sentences with the word. So you hear the word, you naturally go to his definitions. That's how they beat you. So they're telling you that right now. Look at that. First appearing in its Hebrew from the Old Testament. Now, John was in the Old Testament. This a white man name, never existed till we came across and met these people. Never in our book. Now he just told you it came from the Old Testament. Are you that stupid? Can we just look up when, let's see when the name, etymology when the name came. Remember where it first came in the Old Testament. It ain't hard to show these people, tell them lie. Oh, he don't show me about that. Oh, is that right? Slang, that's right, that's right, that's right. The only thing about the John we first met, he ain't paid. So that's right, a slang for a prostitute's client. And now he done gave you until it first appeared in the Bible. Now which lie you gonna stay with? That can we see when the word, okay, ghetto. John ain't from the ghetto. John comes to the ghetto of the Bible like holes. Proper name, Middle English, John. From the old, again, they didn't come to the mid 12th century. So you tell me the Old Testament wasn't written to them? That's when the Old Testament had to been written. It first appeared in the Old Testament. But now the man clearly tell you it didn't come to the mid 12th century. See, stuff ain't hard to check people from Old French. How's it when the Old Testament, they just told you from the Old French? The white man is John. I think John is Jon. They might do for John Clark. How you spell their name, John? Jan? J-E? J-E-A-N? John. Gene, it ain't Gene. John, it ain't Gene. Put blue in the front of it. So this is where they tell you where it comes from. It's Middle English. 12th century is from the Old French. See, that's the way they get you. The modern French, see, John, Jean, same people, whatever, blue Jean. From the medieval, Latin, Johannes. See, an alteration of the late Latin, Joannes. See, what story are they going to stay? How is this in your Old Testament? In first round your Old Testament, we got 12th century date up here. See, just because this is why I want y'all people to start learning. Because you read some of the white man put punctuation around it, it don't make it right. That's the first thing we read. Let's look it up. That's how they get you. Nigga play Scrabble. I'm impressed with everybody play Scrabble. Because you're going to sound argue white and you look up to justify your word. If you can pronunciate it and you can spell as a word, that's it. You're a person. Now, that's only because of the science of society. That's all he did with math, but what they do? Let me get a dictionary. If the dictionary don't have, see, it ain't a word. What do you think the psychosis will teach you to play Scrabble is? Every word you come up, if the white man has not denoted it and notated it and wrote it down and gave a definition, nigga, there ain't no word. How not a word if you just pronunciate it? They always, I wouldn't even play, it's a waste of my time. I see folks about that. It's to dumb you down. It's to control your mind to make you think on his idea. When you say something, it has to be something he recognizes and he defines. That's not a word. Take it away. So now, when you start speaking your stuff, he don't acknowledge your stuff. Everything he acknowledges is his stuff. That's what I'm trying to break you away from. You don't have to subscribe to every idea he has. Now, you read the definition. The man told you it came from the Old Testament. So we have to believe, if you're going to believe what he told you, that the Old Testament went into the 12th century. See how easy I stop his lies? It's not hard. Okay, I'm done with him. Now it means Jehovah. White people wrote your Bible, didn't even have a J. Oh. In the that came, mind you, it came in the 12th century. John from the Old Testament, Gene, John, Johannes, and yet when you wrote the Bible, King James perversion in the 1600s, he never even had a J word in there.
That's right.
Didn't even exist because it is a French letter.
That's right.
Our poor people so dumb. I know they say he wasting time. It's not wasting time. This damages you before you read.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the name of the book? It's John. All right, listen.
Let not your law be troubled. Ye amon in Elohim, amon also in me.
Let's see what he told us. Listen.
In Abi Beth are many Madaru. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a Malkum for you.
Okay, let's see what happened. And
if I go and prepare a Malkum for you,
hold on, and it come to pass. Hold on, and it came to pass if I go. Okay, this saying, and it came to pass, which is kind of irate. If you hadn't, it came to pass, meaning it happened already. That reads that if he goes, which means for me at the same time, he hadn't left yet, so I don't know how you're going to write, and it came to pass. But then he said, if I go. Typically saying it came to pass, meaning it happened. Mm-hmm. But here he's saying, if I go. Come on.
And prepare a Malkum for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also.
Okay, that makes sense. So, we understand too. Musa left them in Mizraim. And he let Musa know that he was going to come and bring him, and they were going to shakar him at that heart. That's right. Musa left them, but he came back. Yep. Musa left them for 40 years. He left them. If I'm correct, I think he left them about 40 years. That's right. He left them and came back and brought them right where he was. Y'all know that? Yeah. Understand from a man, that's what he did. He left them and he came back to get them. So in that whole time, Yahuwah was preparing a place for them to come and shakar him. I don't know why everybody runs to Jerusalem so fast and nobody really talk about going to where he actually first spake to our Abba. Then they moved that around. The Israelite white folks from Budweiser, they sold the land over and said, sell it to Mizraim. So now when we read, what did our book tell us about Mizraim? So if they sold Sinai to Mizraim, he was going to trap up people that read that. Because it's not Mizraim, it wasn't theirs to sell. That's where Yahuwah first spake to our. You know, you rarely hear people talking about going to Mount Sinai. Am I correct? Yeah. People say, I don't go to Israel. Yeah. How you ever been to Israel? But people don't talk about going now. That's why he said that we were going to shakar him now. He said, here you were going to shakar him. For whatever reason, they kind of push us away. But when our Abba spake to their Benim, their children, they were supposed to tell them what they saw and what happened. They were supposed to limit their Benin. They were supposed to tell them what they heard and what they saw. We weren't going to ask where. Our parents told us about things that happened to them. We didn't want to know where, or it wasn't never coming to occasion where. Where were you? Where did that happen at? Where did you grow up at? We were just so enlightened on the story, it didn't matter where they were or where they grew up at or where these events happened. Why is it we don't care? Is it that he made us not to care? See, piling all this stuff we have to fight out here and do and try to put together to try to become somebody in America. All of us are victims of that, even me. We do this to become someone in America, to be recognized. He kind of pushed us away. We kind of laid some things aside. Just like Yahuwah told when they asked him about his Talmudim, why they didn't wash their hand before they ate. He told them full well that they reject the Amar of Yahuwah, which were the commandments of Yahuwah, so that, what was that? No, so they could keep their own traditions. Just so you can keep your own traditions. How many of us, you don't have to raise your hand, have rejected, have pushed away Yahuwah's Amar so we can keep our own traditions? Those are just things that we do. That's what we got to be careful about, making sure we hadn't put his stuff. He said, and laying aside. We did. We just, I guess it'd be the word. What's our word for misuse? Misuse, misplace. Shakak, to mislay. Because if you lay it aside, you mislaid it. We shakak, we mislaid it. Isn't that right? That's dangerous. We forgot where we put it. If we're to believe that these are words for us to live by, these are words where we can obtain the Ruach HaKodesh. That's what we're supposed to believe. It don't work unless you put it into play. What you believe, you got to put an effect behind it. Hello? Yes, sir. The reason why people understood the dam, the blood, and the sacrifice, and the importance of blood, is because he demonstrated it to them. When Mushah spake every precept, he sprinkled it on the people and told them, this is what enjoined you. What did they learn before that they understood that? It's time. Life is in the blood. What did they learn? Hello? From Pesach. Didn't have an attachment. We're talking about when he spake, he sprinkled the dam on them and told them that had enjoined them. Say it louder, Dwight. Tell what happened in consummation, Dwight. There was supposed to be dam. That when you came together with the woman, now society, and everybody lose, you never see it now unless you sleep with on a minstrel. She was supposed to produce dam. That was your confirmation that you were enjoying. She was supposed to produce blood. That blood would be on the man, not on his condom. They were joined. And the man said, is there anyone here that can give reason why this man, this woman shouldn't be joined together? That's what they knew. That Daaman joined them. That's what they knew about how important Yahushua was to them. And the Dam that he produced when the Spirit went through. Because they understood that they were joined together. He had spake every precept. That's why he could tell me it was finished. We learned that from Mushah. And Mushah wrote that shir, that same yom, until it was finished. Until it was finished. There were a lot of things that they started to understand. That's what we're trying to do. We are truly trying to encompass the understanding. We don't just want verbiage. We don't want to just recite words. We want mastery. Yeah, I got it, mastery. You know, they brought up mastery before in the English terminology. What was the situation? If a man don't strive lawfully. So what? Say it out. Because they were overcome by mastery. That's right. Somebody more superior. That's what we're striving for, mastery, so we be superior in what we're doing. That man's saying that. We're superior. We're not trying to be even with these people. I want to be like them. Doesn't make sense. You complain about that. Why would you want to be like them? We superior. Y'all got it? They give you stuff like that. You don't know it, though. How many of y'all know anything about drugstores? Remember old drugstores' names? Eckerd's, Walgreens, well, Reed's drugstore, all of them. The Imperium drugstore, was the Imperium drugstore? Night Aid. How many of y'all remember the Imperium? Was it Imperium drugstore? That come from your Latins. That means it's supreme. They make words that you don't know when you go there. White people will go to you, wonder why they'll go. You just go. Everything they put, they mark has a meaning to it. You just know that's the name. That's what they call it. So that's why you go. They go because it has a name. It has a connotation. Y'all know that? We don't know. White niggas, we just follow stuff. We don't know. Just like this. You just take it, you just follow it. You ain't got no reason to think nothing different. Nobody else ain't thinking. Other people got the same book under their arm. They carry in their hand. They got it in the Bible case. They sit on their coffee table. What you gonna question for? People smarter than you done read this book and they hadn't asked these questions. So are they really smarter than you? You think people smarter than you because they have a piece of paper that somebody white gave them? Because they came from the university of the university? You have the right to think. This is a decision you're making. Is this actually feasible or possible for you to even do it? Is it logical? Does it make sense? Because you got a lot of planning going before you get started. Some white guy named John wrote this. Somebody with John's affirmation, somebody with John's character wrote this. He came in and he impeded and he changed some things. That's how they came in. You don't think there's probably an argument about the name John? Why John? Why not Harry? Which would tell me that the people that came in probably helped orchestrate the rewrite it. This is one of their names. Why Matthew? Why not Michael? Hello? When Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel, when these people painted all these people, they painted pictures of their family members. You don't just create a face. You take the face from some other face you've seen and you know. That's right. Some face you've imagined. He drew you pictures of people that they didn't have pictures of. And you bought it. They had no Polaroids. They had no drawing. Who even told them I appear to you? He said, you never saw no image. That's right. But this man crawled up on the ceiling and drew them. People he never seen before. But you know who he seen? His uncle, his mother, his cousin, the other crackers in there with him. Hello? That's how he gets you. POTUS showed you all these people, didn't it? And you took it. Y'all don't know who POTUS is, though, do you? President of the United States. No, it's actually the Pope. They have another name for him, too. That's where Curia comes in and they cast their votes for that person, that position. I told you about that, C-U-R-I-A. Y'all remember that? Curia. I never taught y'all about that. That's how they people set up. That these are the people that come and actually cast their vote for who's going to sit in these offices, political offices, and sit in these religious standpoints. From the Latin. Why would you know that? Just like you think that you picked the President of the United States. When the Senate had to cast their electoral vote. Y'all learn more about it this time than you ever learned. How many of y'all didn't know the Senate one had to actually cast their electoral vote? You learn more about it this year you ever learned for this election. When Trump was telling them people not to give them over and not to do it, then the vice president has to sign off on it too. You know the vice president can reject it. Man, he told Mike Pence, he said, Mike Pence do the right thing, I'll still be in office. Y'all remember he said that? Yeah. That's why they want to hang Mike Pence. They told him he was the vice president and he also sits over the Senate as well. He's a main factor in the Senate. When the Senate meet, he sits right up there with the speaker. Him with the speaker, she from the Congress. The speaker sits up there and he gonna be up there. And the president be standing talking. You don't know how much control we're in that work on this end. A lot of stuff they got, the Senate and the Congress, they stole all that stuff from the Romans. The Roman and the Greek had it. Caesar never had a Senate. White folks ain't inventing that over here. These people copycats. That's why I try to get you to think when you read, okay? Think when you read, okay? Come on. So they want us to know to take you to me so that you shall also be where I am. That's what Yahuwah told him. He said, when you bring them out, you're going to bring them here. Right here where I am. Come on. That's the only reason it makes sense to listen to it. Listen.
And whither I go, ye know, and the rock ye know.
And you know the way. That's what he told us.
Tuma saith unto him,
Thomas Jefferson, they want you to believe. Listen.
Adon, we know not whither ye goest, whether thou goest, and how can we know the rock?
He said, how could we know it? How could we know it? Come on.
Yahushua saith unto him,
what did he say?
I am the rock, the Amat, and the Kai. No, each cometh unto the Abba, but by me.
So if we're going to get there, he said, you know the way. He told them they knew it, didn't he? He said, you know where I'm going, and you know the way. That's what he just told them. They said, how could we? Then you hadn't learned, because I am the way. I am the Amat, I am the truth. And the way you're going to get to the Abba, you got to go by me. You understand that from Mushah? Did the people go on their own? Mushah was the way. Mushah took us to the Abba. We couldn't get there. We want to know what was his name. Then he let us know he's going to bring us out where we're going to go. Mushah brought the message. Okay, how are we going to get there? I'm going to take you. I'm the way. I'm going to be your own. I'm going to take you to where he is. I've been there. That's how important it is for us with Yahushua. Where he's taking us, he's been there. These folks don't try to take us to heaven. Had they been to heaven? No, they dreamed about it. I'm dreaming about calling you a mother lie. They ain't the mother that give birth either. Because people sold us something, and now we got to sit back and look at this. This makes sense. They told them the truth. How could we? We don't know it, and how could we? Because no one's ever showed it to us. It makes sense. How you know when nobody's ever shown it to you? It hadn't been practical. He said, because I am the way. Nobody can get to him but through me, by me. I have to take you there. I've been there, and I'm going back there. Okay? This is what we're looking at. You can't do nothing you don't know. See, what shows me they had the ability right there, didn't even recognize it. What we need has been right among us. We hadn't recognized it. He just told him, he said, you already know where I'm going. You know the way. They said, how could we? Been there the whole time. That will happen when other things become delusional. That's the whole purpose of all the stuff they put in our life. Is so many other delusions are working. They look like reality. They're delusions. Y'all got it? Listen. The purpose, we were told, of him shaking things. For what reason? So you can start to discern. He said, once more. He said, I don't only shake the arise. I'm going to shake Shamayim. He said, I'm signifying and removing her. Typically, when earthquakes come, you know what winds up happening? Stuff get tore up. Been sitting here for you, fall off, all kind of stuff, boom, just go. Because I'm signifying, it's moving. It's moving because it's getting ready to be removed. You know what never been shaken? The bar. Because it ain't going nowhere. It ain't shaking because it ain't going nowhere. Y'all got it? So I got to hold on to something that's more solid. Y'all got it? You can build and put all your treasures here. You can put all your harbin people and your kids, your family, what you got. They moving. They moving. So I had to attach myself to something more solid. You can harb your spouse all you want to and your kids. How many people have not died because somebody loved them? Because somebody loved them hard. Because somebody loved them long. Because somebody treated them right. How many people have never died because they were treated right? Don't control how long you're going to live. Your existence, your being, your stoppage, your cutting off come from one person. That's what we're trying to truly connect to. Trying to get understanding, process that. You process losing everything you got? Can you process that? People do it every day. And some people, when it happens, it don't work out well for them. They kill themselves, go join them. Let me see. You cried, you hollered, you shouted, you pissed, you boo-boo, whatever you've done, because somebody died and gone. And you gonna go kill yourself to join them? You came in by yourself. You'll leave the same way. Don't matter if you kill yourself to be with somebody, you ain't going with them. When you leave for me, we ain't had nobody come back and tell us different. When you leave here, that's for you. So it's for all of us to make sure we're right. I'm working to make sure I don't just have obtained, but make sure I maintain. In the getting of things and people, I don't want nothing to call me to serve or serve or separate or swerve or go off or go crooked. Because things will happen. Things will come up. And we have to make sure we're in a certain position. This is what we're trying to make sure, that we know the way. Y'all got it? That we're not without knowledge. Just sitting here praying and reading and listening and looking to go somewhere, it's not practical. It's not practical. It's not practical. Everybody do like this, crap. Let's go pray. Y'all ready? How many of y'all, first over there, how many of y'all owe money? Bills? Bills? All right, put your hand together. Let's pray. Please. Please, please. Pretty, pretty, please. Take away all my bills, pay them right now. In Yahushua HaMashiach name. Amen. So you use the name. How many of y'all already know by faith your bills paid? You know for yourself that it's not practical. That's right. You already know it's not practical. It's not practical. He can give me the ability so I can understand. I work with him. He works with me. He said, I'll be an enemy, which means I'm going to get enemies. I know that. You know why most people crash with their religion? Because shouldn't that happen if you're living right? Shouldn't that happen? That's why people crash. Why would he be an enemy to my enemy if anybody going to hate me? Wouldn't make sense with it. I'm going to have enemies. Why you have me to pray for my enemies if I ain't going to have any? You're going to have them. So once I know what's practical and I know what to expect, then I know the type of measures I need to be ready to illustrate or demonstrate. Y'all got it? I know what action I got to be able to illustrate or make happen. But if I don't know and I just get caught up on something, because I'm believing everybody should love me. I shouldn't have no enemies. Shouldn't be no problems. All I do is pray all my bills go away. That's some actions I have to take. Y'all got it? It comes with life. Got to be practical. People got to be able to, separate and kind of keep together. We got a life we have out here. He's still with me. Y'all got it? I come in here to reload. to set myself up so I can prepare myself for what I got to deal when I go out here. Whatever happened. Whatever happened, I got to make sure the outcomes still come up to activate to be inside or compliant to what he would want me to demonstrate. Y'all got it? This is why I'm going to use everything I learned. Everything you learn, you got to use out here. So if it's a spouse, some go different, go haywire, go sour, what I got to maintain? Behavior. What am I going to do if it's a kid? What happened when somebody moved that I care deeply about? Do y'all really put this in your mind? You just say, think happy thoughts and just keep going and nothing will happen. That is the most retarded thing I've heard in my life. You can think all you want to. It ain't going to change nothing. People say stuff, oh man, you just spoke it into happening. No, it's going to happen because that's what's doomed. That's what's destined. Y'all got it. You just understand. One person decides that. One person. One person decides, oh man, you said it. It's what he decides. I don't let people make that determination to me. Or what people say, that don't bother me what people say at the end of the day. I look at one person that decides every matter. That's my confidence. But you can't have that confidence if you ain't doing what he said. That's why stuff don't work out the way it's supposed to. Because that ain't how you believe. You run when you get sick, you won't help. You run when you get a problem you want to talk, you want to do. I don't wait till something happens before I call upon him. I don't start praying when something happens. I was praying before it happened. I ain't come here because of COVID. I was here before COVID came. Got what I'm saying? Everybody different than what you come in for, what you come for. I've been here. I ain't run out when things got tight. Oh, well, yeah, hold it on. Because you start looking at it's got to be practical what you're asking for. You got to be able to weather the storm. Hello? You got to be able to weather the storm until he change it. When the Shalakim, they call the apostle, was on the ship with Yahushua and it started storming. You remember they jumped off and swam? They went to who controlled the storm. What we'll do? Panic, cry, whatever we can do. I mean, human nature, then you might start thinking maybe it's somebody else. Whoever can help me. Ain't but one can help me and one can save me. That's my confidence. And I won't call on another. Y'all hear me? That's my confidence. What he tell me when you sound like it's practical, it's logical, it makes sense. He proven himself every time. If we just wait on him. Listen, you can go out there and run that world you want to. You'll be back. You'll be back or you'll burn out there in it. Ain't nothing else out there. Y'all got it? People will try to convince you and try to get you otherwise. Ain't nothing out there. The people are not genuine. The places are not real. Everybody fake. Everybody fake. Nobody go to the club original. They go faking. They know they did. I've been out there and done it. People faking. People gonna tell a lie. I'm telling the truth. I'm hurt bad. I ain't got nothing. And you ain't getting that neither. People aren't looking to give more to people who already got. People ain't got, ain't getting. That's just how the world rolls. If you can't offer, you can't do nothing for people, people ain't gonna do nothing for you. That's why so many people live fake lives. I want you the opportunity to live a real life. First thing to start with is you being genuine with yourself. How serious you are about this salvation thing. Y'all hear me? How far y'all really go with this? You just in for the good time like Al Green said? Or you in full time? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. That's where your mind got to be. Hello? Let's look at Colossians right quick. I'm trying to let y'all go. Colossians 3. 3 and 1. Try to get ready to let y'all go. This ain't for everybody. Man, the same folks will do, women do to keep a musty penis, and a man will do to keep a funky cat. I can't do it. It's just certain stuff I can't do it. Stuff get on my nerve, you gotta know you got on my nerve. That's just how I am. I just can't I just gotta kind of keep going, just bite the bullet. Why am I biting a bullet? This is a figure of speech. Why do I have a bullet in my mouth and I'm biting it? sound good as a saying, doesn't it?
No.
Just bite the bullet. Bullet go off and blow your brains
That's
out.
right.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
This is Colossians 3:1. Listen.
If ye then be cum with Mashiach,
Therefore, if you have been risen, cum team, where they put more than one word, cum, with the Mashiach, the united one,
seek those things which are above.
where?
Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Elohim.
That's what he said. Look at it go up. That makes a difference.
Yes, sir.
He said, if you then, well, that's if you then, therefore, if you have been raised, cum, with the Mashiach, the Lord, seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach is, there at the right hand of,
Elohim.
how did he get there?
At the moot first.
At the moot. So what? He sat him there? Why? So what now?
Because he obeyed.
Because he obeyed. Let's see. Abari, chapter 1, verse. Because let's just go practical. If you then be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach said at the right hand of Elohim. How you get there? Where does it tell you to go? How do you get there? Let's go. How could we? That's not why I can do it. If you did be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Mashiach, or Elohim, or Yahuwah. Okay, so how did he get there? I can seek all I want. How I'm getting there? Hello? I need to go back and look at what attributes that he displayed. I believe one and one. I try to run down through that. Get them through. I'm trying to talk to y'all in a way that's practical. Abarim. They'll call it Hebrews again. Another white man's way of tricking you out. Because this refers to a group of people. This is a book about a group of people. Let's understand ourselves. Abarim, 1 and 1, he wants to still call Hebrews. Listen.
Elohim, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in time past unto the Abba by the Nabaim.
He said by the hand of this would be the yard of the Nabaim, they call prophets. Spake.
In time past unto the Abba by the Nabaim.
Is that the it for yours?
Yes, sir.
Yours already read this. Spake to us in these last Yamin. Hold on.
I read different. Yeah.
Spake to us in these last Yamin has spoken to us in his being.
It's verse 2 in here.
In verse 2, okay. All right. By his son. All right, listen. How does that work for us? Good, that's tight. He put something in his son. That's how he spoke to us by him. His son be like a Malachi, a messenger. He's delivering us a message that the Father's giving him. And he's giving us that message. That's how he spoke to us. In time past, he spoke to us by the Abba. He spoke to the Abba by the Nabaim. Well, what was our agreement? That Mushah was going to speak to us. Mushah was the person that came back to give us the message. Mushah would actually be a Malachim, a messenger. So that's how we got it. We agreed that he was going to speak to us. So when the Nabaim came, that's why they would tell us, well, they were right, thus said Yahuwah. Because this was how we knew his greeting started out. We knew this is how his letter started. It would be he spake. Then we look for a pattern of behavior. Thus said Yahuwah, everybody take your clothes off, start having sex with each other. We said, Yahuwah had not said that. Because it don't align with that. People now, they go to church, God had told me, give me, how much money? He said, how much money in your pocketbook? That's where they go. People, is that complying with his behavior? They start asking how much money in your pocketbook and your wallet, put it all out and dump it in him. No, that's not, it doesn't line up. But people just want to believe something and do something, they'll do it and blame it on him when it's not him. It's what you want to believe because that's what's in your heart. People want error so they can have a reason to justify themselves on doing wrong. Mm-hmm. But there's no error with Yahuwah. Okay? So we're trying to find out what happened. So now he spoke to us in the last Yamin by his being. This is not hard for us to believe. All we had to do was think about Yosef. Pharaoh took him. He was like a son to Pharaoh. He was like a father, like a son to him. And you know how the people spake, how the people knew exactly what Pharaoh wanted? Through Joseph. When everybody tried to go around him and go to Pharaoh, you know what he told them? Go right back to Joseph. Because everything I want him to do is already willed in him. That's how we understood it. I don't want no middleman. I want to go straight to the source. You can't do it. That's how I established it. Then he told us, he came in, well, he looked at the reason why I won't deal with you, because every time me and you talk, it wound up breaking out, somebody getting fight. He said, I win every time, though. So you know what we need? A mediator. So you understand, a go-between. Somebody that could stand in for me and you. Somebody that stood in your place for you too. Because I ain't biting what you trying to get me to eat. It's foolishness you keep doing. So I need somebody to come in and try to get me to understand your position. And you need somebody to come in and get you to understand what my position is. And get us to a mutual agreement. So I understand in more than one capacity. Y'all got it? So that's how he spake to him. He spake to the arm in Mizraim by his being, who was Joseph. Okay? So that's what we're doing. He said in the last year, he let us know first of all what was the pattern. To get me to bind it, because that's how he spoke to you before. He spoke to you by the Naveen. And when Yahushua came, you know what they were saying? This was Yahushua, the Nabi. Ain't that right? Mm-hmm. So however you want it, he said, I got it for you. Let's see what happened. Whom?
He hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also Bara the Elam.
Okay, he said, whom his Shem, for his, on the ship, was to inherit all things, and also he made the Elam for the world by his hand. Okay. Let's see.
Who, being the brightness of his kabod, and the express image of his person,
The image of his substance.
and upholding all things by the debar of his power, when he had made himself, and when he had by himself purged our Kataim, sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high.
Okay. The image of his substance. Okay. So we had to have something to see in order to understand his being. Okay. Listen.
Being made so much better than the Malachi, as he had by inheritance obtained a more excellent Shem than they.
Okay. Having become better very much than the Malachi messengers, as the Shem, the name which he has inherited, a more excellent than them. Okay. Yahushua. All right. 4.
Unto which of the Malachi said he at any time, Thou art my Ben, this Yom have I begotten thee, and again I will be to him a Abba, and he shall be to me a Ben.
See that? He said, I begotten you, and again I shall be an Abba to him, and he shall be a Ben to me. Okay, let's see. And
Again, when he bringeth in the first begotten unto the Olam, he said, and let all the Malachi of Elohim shakah him.
that's what he said when he brought the firstborn in. Typically, who's the inheritor? So it makes sense. We learned that from when we had kids. The eldest is the inheritor. So he let us know he was the firstborn. That's why he was the inheritor. Y'all got it? Unless he lost his place. That's what we learned about Reuben, right?
That's right.
Firstborn. First son. All right? Let's go. 7. Listen.
And of the Malachi he said, who maketh his Malachi Ruachni, and his Sharath a flame of fire.
It's a spirit, not spirit. Ruachni would be spiritual.
Right.
Spirit. Ruach. They put the TH for plural. Spirits. All right. All right. Next one. Hey, listen.
But unto the Ben he said,
Listen.
Thy throne, O Elohim, is Olam, and Elam, a scepter of Sadiq is the scepter of thy Malkut.
You say of straightness. So we look at right. Isn't that right? What did you say? Sharpness? No, what you saying? No, sometimes we gotta integrate other. What is that about? Straightness. Miss Sure. That what you were saying? Miss Sure. That what you said? Go ahead, Pastor. Make it mouth. Make my members proud. I just want to make my member proud of me. All right, listen. All right, y'all see that? Straightness is the scepter of his Malkuth. That's why it's going to be right. It's straight. What do we learn about the gate? Straight.
Wait.
Okay. All right, look ahead. Now, listen.
Thou hast Ahab Sadiq and hated iniquity. Therefore, Elohim, even thy Elohim, hath Mashiach thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
That's how he got that seat. If you then be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things above where the Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Elohim. So what you got to do? What did he tell you right after that? He told you to set your affection on things above and not on things on the arise. Because you're supposed to be moot. And your kai is supposed to be hid. Who were you told about that? Yehuda told y'all that. Uncle Yehuda? Remember when he pulled Joseph to the side and he asked him could he talk with him? And he explained to him about the Benjamin, and how he told him how his Abba was an old Ish. Huh? And about this one particular yard that he had. And if anything happened to that Ish, it would surely cause the Abba to moot. He told me because his Kai was tied with that boy. Now he just told you that your life was. Because if you didn't be risen with the Mashiach, the only way that could happen, I must have died with it. Which means my life must have been tied with his. He said, I explained that to you, that if anything happened to that boy, it would surely kill the Abba. Because his life was tied with his. So when he just told us about if we didn't be risen with the Mashiach, didn't you catch that your life needed to be tied in with his? That put you back to tick, because you need a cord or a rope to do that. To tie something. Hello? You would need something, wouldn't it? And he told him why he even gave him the seat above everybody else that were there. First of all, you the highest ranking. And because you rule with what's right. He likes stuff straightened. Who told us about that? Tell what Kahala told him. Austin called it. You're right. He made each upright. So how was each Malkuth supposed to be? Made sense. Everything Yahushua came to do, that's how we were made. He said, I made him Yeshua. I made him upright. He said, but he sought out many wicked inventions. He started looking for other devices. I made him upright. The yard, the penis, supposed to be upright. I know they look at carnal, but that's what they knew. So I'm going to tell you the yard, the penis. Hello? You understand everything as a man. If you're going like this, you need to go to the doctor. Hello? He said, I made him upright. But what did he seek out? So he went away from doing right, which means he mislaid some things. Okay? So we quote things we read over and over again, but where he said, how did he get there? That's what you need to ask yourself. I can seek a lot I want to. He gonna just let me in there and I'm saying, because I'm seeking Yahushua where he's sitting at. How I'm gonna get in? Hello? Let's see what he told her. Pick me up right quick. 7 and 12, Matthew. Matthew 7 and 12. Then we get ready, y'all get ready to take up your money. I know y'all tired. We all are. 7 and 12. Listen.
Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that unashamed should do to you, do ye even so to them, for this is the Torah of the Nabaim.
See that? That makes sense, ain't it? He said, whatever you want, that's the 5 he gave you. Huh? Don't covet nothing that's your neighbor, your Rayah. Don't lie to him. Don't steal. Don't kill him. Isn't that right? Don't bear false witness against him. He said, whatever you want him to do, he said, you don't do it also to them. That's why the 2nd chapter of the book of Romans tell you that thou art inexcusable, whosoever you are. Because when you condemn others, you teach others, you condemn yourself. Y'all got it? So we're trying to make sure what we want, that's what we generate. Let's see. Be like Fredo on God. I want some respect. Man, try to kill his brother. He want respect. Listen.
Enter ye in at the straight door.
He told you to come in through the narrow entrance. Listen.
For wide is the door, and broad is the rock.
And expansive is the way to destruction. Go ahead.
That leadeth to destruction,
And many
and many there be which go in thereat.
And many are those who enter it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. But
Straight is the door,
he's saying, but the entrance is narrow. And
narrow is the rock,
the way of life is constrained. And
which leadeth unto Kai, and few there be that find it.
he used constrained and narrow. When they said the gate be narrow, they put straight. He didn't use straight. He used narrow and constrained, restricted. Who are we looking at? Who? Hold on for a minute. Do this. Try to call a book name. Please don't say we're looking at the ass. He said we're looking at the ass. You're talking about Balaam and the donkey. But man, I'm saying who we looking at? That man said, the ass. So of course I'm looking thinking, you got to be a certain place when people get answers in here. You just don't holler who we looking at, somebody holler, the ass. Yeah, we're talking about Balaam and the donkey. Because in order to get him to go into a particular pathway, he had to constrain him. Remember that the donkey had to be constrained. They had to be walled in, constrained. And that's what he told about the way. Us going this way, you know what happened with a lot of things here? It's too wide. People look at here, try to look around. It's something we got to do, something. Because in order for you to get in it got to be constrained. It is. It got to be constrained. When you leave it to people, you know what happens? The dress will get shorter, the sleeve get higher, your lips will get greasy. They're moving. You got one of them lips that you're putting up Vaseline on your lip. You might well make some color to it. And then I'm just being honest. Have some grease on your lip, your teeth slip out your mouth. I'm talking about the gum. Don't loosen them that. Isn't that right? That went from 32 to -6. Isn't that like a freezing temperature in Antarctica? So all these things you got to do because he told you in order for, this is what you got to understand just from reading this. If people don't look at it in that sense, in that context, then you start looking at, man, look like we always got something we got to do. But you just heard the man tell you, but the entrance is narrow and the way of Kai, that's the difference. It's a lot of ways. He told them to stand ye in the Darach and do what? And ask for what? Go to what's been constrained.
That's right.
And everybody ain't gonna make it because a lot of people not gonna take authority, not gonna take rule, they're not gonna take regulate. I don't see why. What this got to do with my salvation? It's got to do with your life. Because it's a constrained way. It's a restricted way to keep you from things. When you leave man his own ideas, you're gonna make up his own invention. It's got to be constrained. It's got to be constricted. Y'all know that? Yes, sir. Otherwise, you're going to lose it. Wait, listen, I know y'all folk got alternate lives. Don't think I'm stupid. I know you people. It's open to you. You feel that way. You want freedom. You want liberties. The liberties we're looking to get, the liberty he established. The liberty you're trying to get now ain't going to save you. That's why you ain't got no Ruach HaKodesh. Because you got liberties now. And those liberties keep you from getting what he wants you to do. So we don't want to be so loose and so unconstrained and contained by him. That's what I'm talking about. He got rules he wants. The people he's going to get a Ruach HaKodesh to are people that obey him. You obey when it's convenient or what you like. He can't give it to you. People giving it to it, people that they consistent. Y'all got it? I'm just being honest. You got a critical shot and you only give them one, who you gonna give it to? The person that miss all the time? Person that show the most consistency. That's your best chance of getting it. You trying to win. You got a pass, you got to throw, you gonna give it to your receiver that keep dropping the ball? You gonna throw it to somebody you feel I got my best chance of you catching. If anybody we got a chance of getting it, you are a key player to do it. That's the type of person you want to be with Yahuwah. He need a key player. You need to be that player. Ain't about catching no ball or nothing like that. It's about being somebody he said, I can count on you to do this. A lot of y'all ain't them people. Why you think it's okay, it's dangerous. I can't count on y'all to clean up. There's a lot of stuff I can't. I watch y'all, the same people do the same thing. Go outside and hang out, don't do nothing. You ain't nobody I count on anyway. A lot of y'all don't know how to worry about me asking you to do nothing. I wouldn't count on you. You don't show me that behavior too long, too many times. Let me ask y'all a question. Now you ask yourself this. Do you think Mr. Yahuwah is looking to use you for something? That's what I thought. At least you honest with yourself at one point. See, this is the problem people got. You only do that for a time. This had to work, and you had to be a person when ain't nobody watching, when the clock doesn't end and everything ends, because you got to care for what you do. So you ain't got no care for what you do, and you just trying to do eye-pleasing, it ain't genuine. That's just being honest. A lot of y'all, boo, I never count you to do nothing. That's why I'm having that conversation with y'all. You ought to be somebody folk can count on. You should be somebody people can count on. Let me tell you where I came from. I could be counted on. I ain't just started being nobody people can count on. You ain't gonna believe it. You should count on me before I got him. That's how I got that position. Because I ain't waver. I ain't move. Go ahead, Cam. I seen it. Now, I know what it was, Cam. It was too small for you. Don't say anyone touch it. I seen Cam, he said, $5. He always pulled it, he can't hardly see. Coming from you, Cam. Me, come on. Who is that preacher? They can't see. That's fine. He said, $5. He see what he want to see. I caught that, Cam. That's fine, though. We all, like I said, we all in a certain place. Cam ain't with them $5. But what I'm telling y'all to do, let me tell you what y'all do. Start considering the people that came before you who he did acknowledge. Daoud. He acknowledged Daoud when Daoud became the Malaka, Yasharal, Yehuda. Hello? He acknowledged him before that. He gave him a smaller tab first. Let him rule over Yehuda. Then you put him over Yasharal. What you gonna kick a man sticking straight over Yasharal for? Let him rule over Yehuda. See how he worked with Yehuda, how he fight with you. He fought right there beside them people. Work he did, he just sent people out to do it. The Malak went out himself. He went with them to fight with them. That's the type of person he was. And he ruled over Yasharal. He worked to maintain to get it. Y'all have jumped straight and you want to rule over something. You want to own something, you want to do something. But I watch it out here, it's not practical. Because you don't show the right servitude toward things. You start and you build your way up. You show yourself faithful. Well, they call it favor. Show yourself, we don't have a word for it because I'm not building up to help, we want to do it. But you show yourself consistent with small things and work your way up. That's how you do it. You'd be surprised what happens. Don't just do it because I told you to do it because you want to be somebody people count on. You know what it helped me? I'm telling you what it killed me. I don't walk down in front. My pastor said, I don't count on you to do nothing anyway. The only reason why y'all can be good with it, you know where you're at anyway. It don't bother you. You know anyway, he'd have told me, say, you know what? I just look at it, you just somebody, just him. That would have just messed me up. You know what they felt him do? Don't bother them one bit. Nothing move you people. Nothing make you say, you know what? Why can't I be somebody be counted on? I told you, light kicked on me one day. I heard that man get up, he would talk before Sunday school started. That digging all get up. He said, I started coming, one other brother, he said, go to Sunday school. I was like, I get that for service, you know what I'm saying? We had Sunday class, we had it with the sister, he was the teacher, so I started coming. He said, any preachers, any deacons get made, he said, they gotta come from the brethren. He said, every Sunday. And one day, boy, that thing like it just clicked in my head, like, they gotta come. Cause I was like, I wasn't no preacher. So he's saying it, but it ain't to me, because I ain't no deacon. I wasn't trying to be no deacon. You know what I'm saying? So he talking, but he's not talking to me. It's like a kid when why he not talking to you? If any of them be made, they got to come from the brethren. I said another shift in my seat. That's it. One day the preacher reader didn't show up. We said, now, man, look. And I looked, I said, pick me. I said, pick me, pick me, pick me. It's all up here. That man said, yeah, he said, he's going to get Brother Smith. Why he called my name? That's what I said then. I did. Boy, I like to fill on that seat. Oh, that thing made me so. Called out, saying in my mind, pick me, pick me, pick me. And Joe looked, he looked out, he walked, he said, get Brother Smith. All I was looking at, what the word this man, why this man done call my name? Man, read, oh my goodness. I got up there, boy, I sure stumbled. I said, goodness. Because you be sitting out reading, you be picking, you like, you good. Try doing it when they get called. Boy, you look at some word, you say yourself, listen, I called the wrong word. Sweat bead just hit right here. Just keep going. I went in, man, I said, listen, I see you pick somebody to read. I said, I'll miss her. I said, I wasn't trying to miss her. He said, yeah, he said, you'll be all right. Walked on, I said myself, he must have heard what I said. Because I'm trying to figure out, I just can't told you to get somebody else. That man told me I'll be all right. And what I said, he can't be listening. You know what I'm saying? That way they keep going. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, you'll be all right. He ain't lying. I got better with it, too. I got better with it, boy, and I was good. That was it, man. Made my business, be there to do my job, to be there. I set myself to do something. You know what I'm saying? When I looked at, you called me to do something, then I started to work to be better at it. I ain't like where I was. Anyway, you can pray all you want to. You got to work to be good at what you do. That got to be something you want to do, just like living right. Just something you got to want to do. That's just being honest. You can pray about it. Go ahead and pray about it. And don't do nothing. And see what happens. I tell you like Jacob said, I'll show you my not by my work. You show me yours by your talking. I'll show you mine by my work. Y'all got it? Don't ever count y'all. Don't count yourself out. We don't need you. These young daughters come through, they going to need to see seasoned mothers. We got one now. I'll take her and I'll take 18 of them hungry hoes. Coming with a charred tobacco in their mouth. Got a little earrings sitting up on a little counter at home and all that other food they go way out when they go somewhere. I ain't got time for that food. I was about to be consistent. Y'all got me. That's how you supposed to be every time. Be consistent. Be somebody folk can model, they can pattern. I'm somebody they can pattern out. That's what they want to do though. So I don't want to pattern it. I don't want to try to do all that. Don't do it then. Keep doing what you're doing. You still behind. That book told you to mark the Tommy East. Behold, who that was again? Ain't that what that man told? That's why he said harm Yahushua. Yahushua said the man was upright. He said that's what the man like, upright. He wasn't for that old cricket John. He want to be upright. That's what he told. He said the end of that man shalom. Yes, sir. They don't think about that, do it. He said that man got shalom at the end. Yep. That's what we working for here. I try to tell y'all the truth because I don't want to tell you no lie. I don't want to tell you something not practical. These young folk, y'all young folk, I need y'all to stay around here. All y'all ain't going to be able to keep them. All these kids ain't going to be able to keep all these folk. Ain't going to be able to keep them because you know what happened? Someone going to run out there. Someone going to go out there and they going to come back. Some of y'all going to stay and going to go nowhere. When someone come back and they teeth gone, they burn all up, they got that cut running across him, they be trying to spray. You say, yeah, you still ugly. So while you was out there in that street running around the young guy, all bodacious, I've been right here serving, and Yahuwah going to reward you. Yahuwah done reward us. I'm telling you, listen, I told, a lot of folks don't win the world. They come back, they'll find same thing. Been doing the same thing. I told about that boy, he put that ugly shot on me every time. Listen, every time. He right, that thing pissed me off so bad, he said, but it working. Man, y'all still doing the same thing, but it working. That's why we keep coming back. You know why I'm here on Wednesday? Shabbat, y'all why y'all think hell like Val say 5 times a week? Right. 3 times a week, twice on Shabbat. That's 5 times Val counted. But I know she gave Billy too many peas. She went in somebody else's field. And she counted 5 to 3. Y'all know good and well Billy got way more peas than he supposed to get. Val, these me your pea. These me the Billy pea. Came up real sharp. But I help y'all young folks out. Y'all stand around him. That thing keep you looking good, keep you living good, and keep your relationship with Yahuwah. I'm telling you, don't go out there, don't ride that mark yourself. I know as soon as you got here and want a tattoo, I'll give you one. It's called a footy. And when it started to wash off, come back, I'll put another one right back down. I'll put one soon, listen, it wash off, call me, come see me, I'm gonna put another one right back down. It might be over a little bit from the other one, but it'll be the same one though. I'll make sure I keep that same shoe. Don't make sure y'all stay here, stay real nice and wait y'all time. Watch you who will come back Barack. I'm telling you, gonna pay out what you watch, give a little time. You sit out all the tea I gonna be lying. Yeah, God, Poe be moving it. I know. You ain't going nowhere to tell. They're them crackhead lies. You run out here, folks tell me some stuff, man, I don't even make common sense. I heard somebody told they were getting ready to move to England. I said, move where? Yeah, I'm finna move to You ain't got no passport. You ain't got a car, you in an apartment. What you said to go to England? Don't even make common sense. I said, boy, some folks just tell lies. Just lie. You ain't going nowhere, just stop lying. Y'all just take your time, stay around here. Watch Yahuwah Barakas. Yahuwah Barakas. Y'all hear me? Just stay, listen. Live like you supposed to live and just wait. I guarantee you stay here, Yahuwah gonna Barakas. Run on out that street and mark yourself up. Run on here and try to tell about it. Come on, them 15 children. Your name ain't Sandy. Claiming Sandy is coming. I know that right. I'm trying to tell y'all, folks, y'all hang around here. This way of Barack, till it get tight. Y'all stay here and wait. Man, that way pay off, man. Listen, I'm a businessman. It don't pay off. I'm losing. I'm going backward. I don't hustle backward. I hustle forward. I got to go. Once I can't make who he can't do this, say I'm do. Yeah, I'm outie. Y'all hear me? I'm all German. I'm outie. Y'all gonna see them 3 rings? Y'all hear me? Y'all better know. Y'all know what though? I want to let some of y'all in, but I know I said that before. So y'all trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to slick me. I want to bring y'all with me too. I want to bring y'all. How many of y'all try to slick me? I'm gonna tell you the truth. All right, them 3. I got 3 seats. Them 3 got them. They're good. Them 3 got them. Leave that one about it. Listen, man, that thing switch up like that. Just be ready in that time. You know, look how you switched up and ran to another congregation. You know what I'm saying? That means I was right. I was genuine. Yeah, I'm gonna let you in. Well, hey with that. You have hey with C. Come on, let Justin in. You been there. Haven didn't have but 1 seat. He ain't have one. Haven didn't have but 1 seat. It was right outside the gate, right at the end. I had Haven though where he could peek in, though he could peek in. Justin told he said, you stick your head in there. He said, I'm gonna hit it with a baseball. So he was right there beside the gate. We trying to get him, cause he can look in there like, what y'all doing? But he can't stick his head in there just look over in there. I gotta read the letter, we'll get ready to go. Y'all get ready to stand. Give me Yahuwah a hand clap. Yeah, wonderful. Also, when y'all write, try to use a dog ink. I know it's cheaper to use the light one probably, but I assure you it's really rough. I'll read that. Shalom. Tony Smith and all those there. You got your glasses on. Can you read? What that word is? That supposed to be there?
All those at the well, yeah.
That's those?
Yeah.
Thore.
It's really an S, but they must like R. Like it really mean an S though.
Raw Tongue Smith and all those at the well, y'all. Appreciate it. I'm Bruce. Bruce Johnson. I thought it was Bryce. That's easy. Bruce Johnson. Hey, Bruce. And myself. Bruce, I'm really worried right now. Bruce said, and myself. All right. My wife, Amber, and our Ben, Caleb, have been watching live streaming and consistently supporting since we visited back in December of 2017. That's before COVID. We would like to visit again, but wanted to get your permission First, before we came down to, hold on, again, but we wanted to get your permission. First, before we come, due to COVID restriction, that's right. We don't mind being tested for COVID before we come or while we're there, if allowed. We were planning on coming November 24th, 25th, Yahuwah willing, to show our faces once again and start hiding behind a camera. Computer. If it's okay, but the computer got a camera on it too. So if I'm in there, you can just say it over live streaming and I'll catch it or put it in the comments on YouTube or call me at that number. My YouTube name is, oh yeah, I know this is. I got, That's different. Yeah, I already know who you are from now. Thanks for taking the time to read this letter, and we look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, the Johnson family. Come on home, Johnson family, so we can see y'all. And get that COVID test. That's right. Yeah, Johnson family, come see. Appreciate that too. Y'all I thought my ties were your gift. I've been putting in my pocket. Put it over now. Don't steal now. So yeah, anybody see Amy Smith Terry's on? Tight. Some other folk question. How many folks sent their stuff with questions? Some of y'all folks, some of them changed dates. Some folks done sent other people COVID test. Some of y'all jokers slick. Folks done sent other folk COVID test, ain't even in their house. You trying to figure, how did you get your hand on their test? How you young, Mike? Boy, how did you break in the computer and steal Prince's test? His name not Prince. What man thought we were going to believe that? Yeah, there's some strange stuff around him. Who else? Then I told him about, listen, if everybody in your house getting tested and one person got their back and everybody else ain't got their back, y'all stay home. Because that whole thing can pop back up. The rest of you got him doing, Somebody ever tell me they had somebody, uncle done went to a family thing and told everybody he ain't have it. I ain't got COVID. You didn't know the man had COVID. Everybody in the family got it now. He done popped up, they were telling me, I ain't got COVID. And he wouldn't go get tested because he was thinking the government was going to stick some in their brain. Let me tell you something. This foolishness. That's a Q-tip. Government ain't going to stick nothing in your brain on no Q-tip. It ain't going to work like that. They got too much computers, telephone, radio. It's too much niggas doing. It's some stuff. That means, yes, the government is guilty of a lot of stuff. Some stuff, some stuff go way, way. They gonna put a microchip in, nigga, all them chips you done ate, nigga, and chocolate chip. What make you think that's what gonna get me. What make these niggas think all of a sudden now they decide to put a chip in them? Nigga got Lay's, potato chip, all kind of chip. Man, they trying to put a chip in me. Nigga, you chip a heart. Now we gotta do, hold on. I got one seat. Who the first one clap? Who the first one clap? Boy, y'all. We'll try to work on some more seats or putting somebody out there. I gotta look. Somebody the first one I couldn't catch. Sound like Alicia was the first one. Said, woo! So I heard from over that side. Man, you can't even get a woo out of here down there with him way back there. You know, I went, woo, that wasn't you, Lincoln. I appreciate it. But that's how I go, though, to strive to make it in that job. That's it. Please work on that. Please, y'all, hard one another. Please stay not to there. It gonna, believe me when I tell you, I'm not just telling you, the only reason I'm holding on, the only reason, because I 100,000% believe he gonna pay off. That's the only reason. I'm a business man. I don't stand with no bad deals. I'm a business man. I don't profit. I lose. I can't stay with no bad deal. This is the best deal you gonna get. Lil Kudash. This man gonna pay off. Whatever you got, whoever it is, whatever it takes, be ready. Y'all got me? Be ready. All right? Don't be scared to put it in public. That's not no sin. I just put out that guy, put it earlier, me and John Green. We had a good con. And they came loud, it was long. John just closed the door. I said, that hurt. I said, John, we human. I couldn't make that up. It was I thought it was just like it came on like a little purr. That thing just purr. John said, yeah, give it a go ahead. Try it. I let John know I'm human. I'm still a person. I don't. I might have been a low degree right there, but I don't. And he said, let him that's obeyed exalted, he gonna be rejoice, he gonna be exalted. But I had to get that pulled out. I'd rather pull than be ashamed and hold it and bust a vein. It came from back down. Shamir, I'd love to see you over there. I heard about that. Sit out there, she had beat you to it. The first one, yeah, we had to move on from that one. You can't keep living on that first one. Man, cool, you gotta be ready. That thing be bouncing. Yeah. We look to see you though. Yeah, we look to see you. All right, everybody all right? All right, announcement, yes, please, Joshua Walker Wickham. Damon Martinez. Palmer. These folks that hit you or these people in your memory? These folks that hit me. No, hold on for a minute. They hit you today? Yes, sir. All right, go ahead. That's tight.